Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at Delta 8's Delta 8 Full Spectrum THC Hemp-Derived THC. As with any and all products that we review here on the channel, be sure you consult your physician or medical professional, as they will know your medical history and interactions, as well as the fact that this is simply based upon my personal experience and a review on that experience, and I am not advocating, implying, or suggesting that the product can be used to treat or cure any known illness.
On the Delta 8 THC website, I wanted to read this notification banner here at the top. In December 2020, the United States Congress passed the 2021 PACT Act, which was part of the stimulus. As of March 26, 2021, all shipments of online vape product purchases require an adult signature to complete delivery, which is why you are seeing a hike in shipping prices. So the PACT Act was really just kind of a general use term, which was supposed to stop children from using their parents' credit cards to make purchases of vape or nicotine products. But since the language was so vague, in other words, vape and cartridges, it, of course, is going to include anything and everything that is vape and cartridge related. So as you can see here, we have premium ingredients, psychotropic effects, and third-party lab testing. I would say that if you are interested in getting the results of your particular batch, I would say reach out to Delta 8 and get that additional information if you need it. And as you can see, it comes in a variety of offerings, whether it's gummies, capsules, tincture, which is what we purchased. And then, of course, you have the cartridges and vape pens, as well as your distillates. So you can get it in many different forms for you guys out there that like to dab as well. Of course, you can get it in all those particular forms, as well as flour.
What I'm finding unique about Delta 8 is it is a nice substitute for those who are cutting back on alcohol consumption, either to help lose weight or to reduce blood pressure in many cases. So if you guys are looking for a substitute for that, then Delta 8 THC, in my opinion, makes for a nice recreational product as an option, because it does provide a nice sense of calm and relaxation. It's great to enjoy movies, music, just general activity. Of course, you're not going to want to operate heavy machinery, but nonetheless, I think that it is a very nice option for those of you who are trying to cut back on your alcohol consumption.
I wanted to start off my Delta 8 experience at a very introductory level. I actually started off at a lower milligram, which was 150 with a different brand. And as I tried it out, I started off with a few drops. I didn't feel anything after the first hour, so I took some more drops. And then after the second hour, I still wasn't really feeling anything, so I took some additional amount. And in 3 hours time, I felt like I was hit with a tidal wave. So I want to encourage all of you guys, if you're trying this out for the very first time, to start out with a very low dose. I'm talking about like 2 drops, and then waiting 3.5 to 4 hours to see what effect you have, because you can always add more, but you can't unconsume the product. And I didn't have a very positive experience when I ended up taking, I think it was like a total amount of 12 milligrams, which for experienced users of Delta 8 and or Delta 9, that's really kind of a very small amount for them. But even for them, I would say at least go with what is recommended on the packaging, because you definitely want to make sure that you gradually ease yourself into Delta 8 and become acclimated. Some of the more common questions I get about CBD and or now with the introduction of THC is, what is Delta 8? Delta 8 THC is a natural powerful cannabinoid with psychotropic properties derived from hemp. There are over 100 cannabinoids. Many tend to mix up Delta 8 with its more popular sister compound, Delta 9. The most popular are THC and CBD. While Delta 9 THC is most commonly known for its psychoactive effects, Delta 8 is a bit different. What most people think of when considering the psychoactive effects of THC is in fact the Delta 9 molecule. So as we can see here, there are some additional bits of information. It's similar effects to Delta 9, as we just mentioned. is considered a psychotropic compound. It is an isomer of CBD, which is a derivative of hemp and CBD, which makes it legal in most states where you can purchase CBD and or order CBD. And here's the Delta 8 molecule. You can compare it to the Delta 9 if you like. It has very similar properties and structures. But before we go into the actual details from the official Delta 8 website, let's take a look at some of the information that can be found below the video of the Delta 8 YouTube channel. We're on the official Delta 8 YouTube channel, and below their video, which I will link below this video, we see in the description and information section, as far as therapeutic benefits of Delta 8, they are considerably different than those of Delta 9. In studies dating back to 1974, when cannabinoids were being studied by Professor Raphael Michelin, the studies found that Delta 8 is a powerful immune system activator and eliminated nausea in patients who were ill from cancer medication and chemotherapy treatment. So we can see that a lot of these studies and or research goes all the way back to 1974. So I kind of just wanted to make a point of that. And if you guys want to see the official video from Delta 8, I will leave a link to it below this video. So we'll explore a little bit more of the benefits here on the Delta 8 website. As you can see, it will stimulate appetite, and I can certainly attest to that. So if you're on keto or intermittent fasting right now, just be aware that you'll have to add a little more resistance for your urge for snacking or eating. It does help with pain and inflammation. I tweaked my knee and back. I found it to be as effective as CBD for minor discomfort. So for you guys that are suffering from, say, chronic pain and so forth, your results may vary. Eliminate nausea in cancer patients. Enjoy a clear-headed high compared to ordinary THC. Now, for me personally, when I take it, I just get a very nice, calm, and relaxed feeling. There isn't anything in particular that I can attribute it to it being like a Delta 9 type high. There's no like lift or major head experience, except for when I took a little too much. It was had kind of a bit of an oscillation feeling in my head, kind of a forward, backwards, almost like wearing a motorcycle helmet, and just feeling a little bit of numbness and tingling in my body, in the body effect, and a little bit of a lift when I had taken a little too much. But fortunately, it does wear off rather quickly or within 1 to 5 hours. Enjoy CBD-like benefits in terms of anxiety, pain, and inflammation. So those of you who have not seen any of my CBD videos, I will link those below this video as well. Or you can go to my main channel page and see the coverage of CBD there. Could work topically. I have not tried it. Typically, I have other products that I use for any types of muscle or tendon discomfort, but I suppose that is a consideration. I know there's a lot of CBD products out there that are topical. Pain and anti-inflammatory effects, which is always nice. And like CBD, I have to say that when I do take the product, even the following day, I do seem to have a decent amount of relief from just those minor aches, pains, tweaks, stiffness in the morning in particular. And I do wake up feeling very clear-headed. I do feel very clear-headed on the product, although depending on how much you might take. Now, I've never exceeded more than 10 drops so far. Like, I've not taken a full dropper. I think the full dropper is maybe, it's a 1 milliliter dropper, but I think it's like 15 drops total. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not taking even the full amount now. I'm on my 3rd week, so I'm just kind of gradually acclimating myself to it. Yes, I do agree it does help eliminate anxiety, or helps reduce any type of apprehension and so forth. I don't really experience a lot of anxiety or have problems with anxiety, but I can certainly say that it probably will at least help you kind of calm down, refocus, gather your thoughts, and just kind of, settle down. Anti-nausea effects, possibly. I didn't have any reason to feel nauseous at any time, so I don't know whether or not how much of an effect that has. Appetite stimulant, as I just mentioned, it certainly will pique your appetite. And according to the information here, it says that vapes or the purity of vapes last anywhere from 1 to 5 hours. Tinctures maybe 5 to 12 hours. And I'd say that's relatively accurate. When I was taking when I was experimenting with it the very first time, I think I ended up taking a total of about 12 milligrams, which I would never recommend for you to do your very first time. I know that doesn't sound like a lot for experienced users of THC, but nonetheless, even for the experienced people out there, I would say, hey, take it slow. You can always add more, but you can't unconsume what you've taken, so just be aware of that. If you are a competitive athlete, even in esports, or your place of work does drug testing, it will show up on a drug test. If you want to contact Delta 8 to find out how quickly your body may metabolize it, or how quickly or how long it may stay in your system, definitely reach out to Delta 8 and get that additional information if you need to know that. Or if you're a competitive athlete and you may want to use it for a pain or discomfort, or maybe kind of take the edge off if you're an esport competitor, then by all means, consult your physician if you need to know what it interacts with anything that you're taking, and as well as to get the full information as to how long it stays within your body and how quickly you can metabolize it. If you guys have any questions for me concerning my experience with Delta 8 THC, you can leave those questions down in the comments section. If you are a vendor looking for individuals to review your products, you can probably best reach me through my Instagram or even Twitter, which I will link below this video in the social media sections. So if you guys want to reach out to me, I'd be more than happy to review your products. So if you guys have any additional questions, you are able to leave those down there in the comment section.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this look at Delta 8's Delta 8 Full Spectrum THC and Pineapple flavor, 500 milligrams. Below this video, guys, you will find additional links to content and information, which also includes my social media, where you can follow me as I post daily content on those social media. So you guys can click on those links and follow me there, because your support is always greatly appreciated. You can always leave a comment, and if you haven't already, be sure to click that like button. And appearing right there on the screen for those of you here on YouTube, that would be the subscribe channel icon that you can click on to obviously subscribe, as well as click on notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel, like these reviews, the Friday vlog, gaming, and other content that's here on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next review.